Christian Horner has just let loose that Formula One is sabotaging Red Bull's dominance. This shocking development goes against F1 CEO Stefano Domenicali's statements last year when he said that they cannot intervene with any team's progress. What is going on? It's time for us to find out. Red Bull team principal Christian Horner admits they have an issue to tackle and need to step up their game to keep McLaren at bay. Even with a solid lead of 70 points in the Drivers' Championship and 30 points in the Constructors' standings, the reigning world champions recognise the growing competition. Despite their lead, the Milton Keynes team has gone 5 races without a win, prompting Max Verstappen to label their recent performance as alarming, after McLaren's Lando Norris clinched the Dutch Grand Prix with a staggering 20-second advantage. Speaking at the post-race press conference in Zandvoort, Verstappen said, "This weekend was just a bad weekend in general, so we need to understand that. But the last few races already, they haven't really been fantastic, so that, in a sense, was already a bit alarming. But we know that we don't need to panic. We are just trying to improve the situation. And that's what we are working on. But F1 is very complicated." Verstappen's call to stay calm was echoed by Horner, who acknowledged McLaren's strong comeback and admitted that his team needs to step up their performance. He said, "Based on the performance, if it was like that at the next 9 races, yes, it would be very, very difficult. But it's the 4th time this year, only the 4th time, that Max's points lead had reduced. It's only Lando's 2nd win. Obviously, they made a step a little while ago, and their car here, particularly with Lando, was very impressive. So we need to understand where and address our deficit." Horner also pointed out that McLaren's progress, combined with Red Bull's recent slump, highlights the unpredictable nature of Formula One and how quickly things can change. He added, "Well, it just shows that things have moved very quickly. I mean, we were winning races by 20-25 seconds and Stefano Domenicali, F1 CEO, was asking us to slow down in the first 5 races. It can change very quickly, and that means it can change back the other way as well. We know we've got an issue. You can hear that Max didn't feel that the car was responding to what he wanted. We've obviously got to be able to manifest that into a setup that works these tyres across all conditions. McLaren did that with Lando. We weren't able to, but we limited the damage by if you can't win it, finish second." Did Christian Horner just imply that Stefano Domenicali, CEO of Formula One, directly interfere with Red Bull's progress to let the rest of the grid catch up? Last year, while Red Bull was enjoying the most dominant season the sport has ever seen, Domenicali emphasised that the sport's leadership cannot intervene to stop Red Bull's dominance. Red Bull's easy victories early last season risked undermining F1's surge in popularity, which has been fueled by the Netflix docuseries Drive to Survive, and the controversial 2021 title battle between Verstappen and Mercedes star Lewis Hamilton. Speaking at a Financial Times event, Domenicali firmly stated that F1 cannot interfere with Red Bull's dominance, emphasising that it's up to the sport's financial regulations to level the playing field. This year, we need to say the truth. Red Bull did a better job than the others. It's a fact. But I would be imprudent to say the championship is finished, said Domenicali. We cannot intervene in the performance of the teams. I am sure what we did in terms of the financial regulations will help to minimise the gap on the technical side. But now it seems like the Formula One CEO has had a change of heart. Or has he been plotting Red Bull's downfall all along? Max Verstappen finds himself in a challenging situation as the once-secure 2024 championship begins to slip from his grasp. Despite securing a dominant win at the Dutch GP, Lando Norris has left Red Bull questioning their championship credentials. What really shook Verstappen was not just the loss, but the staggering 22.9-second gap, which highlighted his RB20's underperformance. With a 70-point lead, defending his title should still be manageable for the reigning champ, right? But a decision made by Stefano Domenicali in 2022 could play a crucial role in this scenario. In Austin, Brazil and Qatar, bonus points will be on the line. The sprint race winner earns 8 points, with P2 receiving 7, and so on down to 1 point for P8. For Norris to have any hope of stopping Verstappen from securing his 4th consecutive title, he'll need to capitalise on these events, and Norris will have to consistently set the fastest lap, potentially more than 5 times, to earn those crucial extra points. According to the F1 CEO, sprint races have garnered a very, very positive reaction from fans worldwide, offering double the action on sprint weekends, which has also proven to be a commercial success. If a sprint race ends up determining Verstappen's championship fate, it could leave him fuming, as he has repeatedly expressed his dissatisfaction with the format. But when it comes to Red Bull's racing strategy, they seem to be wisely accepting smaller setbacks for the sake of long-term success. Max Verstappen has an intense, almost animal-like mindset once he puts on his helmet. For him, it's do or die in every race, as we saw at this year's Austrian GP. With the championship on the line, the three-time champ could have taken a more cautious approach in his battle for P1 with Lando Norris. Yet his aggressive past self resurfaced, leading to a collision that ultimately dropped him to P5. With McLaren's latest upgrade giving Norris a significant boost, Verstappen may need to adapt his approach. For the sake of the bigger championship goal, he might have to avoid engaging in risky wheel-to-wheel battles. Christian Horner took stock of the new situation after the Dutch GP, saying, "But we know we have to find performance, so we were 78 points, now we're 70 ahead. We want to make sure that we extend the lead, not see it continuously diminish." He also explained that Verstappen needs to choose the best available option rather than going for a win that's out of reach. "I think that you've got to drive with the championship in mind. There's been 7 different race winners this year. So if you can't win, then you've got to be scoring the points," Horner thinks. Mercedes team boss Toto Wolff has been vocal about his desire to bring Verstappen to Mercedes, and things took another twist last weekend when he revealed that talks with Verstappen's camp took place this summer. Although Verstappen is under contract with Red Bull until 2028, speculation about his future with the team has arisen due to ongoing tension since the pre-season. Verstappen acknowledged that he maintains a good relationship with Wolff, and also refuted suggestions that the Austrian should stop making comments about him in the media. Horner has reiterated that he is not worried about Verstappen leaving the team, despite Wolff's assertion that Mercedes' path will eventually intersect with the Dutchman. He told the media, "I find it surprising how much discussion in the open media there is about this topic. The situation was always clear between ourselves and Max, and I think others can talk, but we're comfortable with where we're at." Rumours about Verstappen's long-term future have surfaced at a time when Red Bull is no longer the standard-bearer in F1, with McLaren's resurgence taking centre stage. Although Mercedes seemed to have gained an edge over Red Bull with 2 wins in 3 races before the break, they finished 7th and 8th at Zandvoort. Horner seized the opportunity to take a jab at his longtime rival, noting that George Russell in the leading Mercedes was 21.7 seconds behind Verstappen's RB20. When asked if he was concerned that Red Bull's current situation might affect Verstappen's future, Horner responded, "Well, it's down to us to deliver. We have an agreement until 2028, so it's down to us to deliver. I didn't see Toto's car performing that well today." Horner acknowledged that it's up to Red Bull to get back on track and deliver a car that will allow Verstappen to win races, ensuring he stays with the team. The 50-year-old Briton also hinted that Verstappen's long-term contract might include exit clauses tied to Red Bull's on-track performance. When asked about Verstappen's contract, he responded, "Look, 28 is a long way away. It's down to us to provide a race-winning car. Will you be here in 2028? 2025? Every contract has a performance element in it. We're not going to talk about what those elements are, but as long as we provide a competitive car, we know what the situation is." Horner acknowledged that pressure on drivers is a constant in the sport, but he remained confident that his struggling driver Sergio Perez can return to his previous strong form. "It is a pressure business. All the drivers know they are under pressure to deliver. That's Formula One. That's up and down the grid. Checo, we know what he's capable of. We know when he's performing, what he's capable of delivering, and we just need to get him back in that window and give him the car that gives him that confidence." So, what do you make of Christian Horner's subtle implication that Stefano Domenicali is slowing Red Bull down? Is there any truth to it, or is he just stirring the pot? Tell us your read on the situation in the comments section down below. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Thanks for watching!